We're doing a couple of charts in Excel 2013, much different than 2010. We're doing some trends and prices here. And as I go into step at the beginning, we're doing a chart here. So I highlight this. You have to be careful that you highlight correctly. When you have this thing highlighted, you get the quick analysis tool, and then I'm going to click on charts, and then I am going to click on line. We want to put this on another page. When you're on the chart function, you got these two tabs. If I click off it, it disappears. I click on it, you have it here. So what I want to do is here, I want to move the chart. I go to the far right. I'm going to say as a new sheet, I'm going to give it a name just called line. So now it's on a separate page. Next thing I want to do, you got a title here, you just click right on here. You want to name it. You can edit in there, or the easy way is to go into the formula bar, and we're just going to type in the title. Press the enter. It's in there. We're going to format the title here. We go in the home tab. You can do it other ways. This is the easiest way. I make it 20. I want to make it olive green. You click this drop down arrow here, and it will say here when you hold your mouse here, olive green. So we've made it green. Now what we want to do here, we have the value axis. We want to make this the same color. We just click right on it, click right on the green. You don't have to repeat the selection. Now what I want to do here, I want to format these, and I also want to increase the level down here so it's a little bit, it starts at a higher number. I just double click in here. You get the format access. And what it's saying for us to do here, we want the minimum bounds, which means instead of starting at 100,000, it start at 300,000. I just type in here 300,000. That is done. Enter. You can see how the chart has changed, and it's now 700,000 at the top. Now what we want to do here, we want to format this as currency. We scroll down on this pane here. I expand number, go down to here, and all I want to do here, I want to make it currency. Click on the C for currency. You've got dollar signs here. Next thing I want to do here, I want to go and work with more functions here. I'm just going to close out this pane for now. I'm just going to zoom this up a little bit so you can see better. And you can see how you have the dollar signs. I could zoom this down. Next step here, this is step F. Click the chart elements button. That's that little plus here. It expands it. And then I'm going to go into Axis Titles, check it off, and it shows Axis Title here. And what we're going to do here, we want to call this December Market Values. Again, it's highlighted. Press the Enter key. It has been changed. Now we're going to go into the chart elements group again. This is step G. And I go into the grid lines triangle. And it gives you different choices here. I'm going to primary minor. And you're going to see, when I check this off, more lines showing up on the screen. I close this out. You do have some very light lines here, which are very difficult to see. Again, I will bring this up. Really not showing them here. Let's go back up to the top here. They are shown there. You see those little dots there, okay, people? Close that out. Okay, next thing I want to do here, I'm in step H. Select the category axis. That's right here. Make it 12 point. A lot of this is pretty easy to do, I'll be very honest. Then I'm going to make it the green color again. Now, what it is here, we want to format the legend here. That's the stuff here. I right-click here, format legend. And what it wants us to do here, we want to just put it on the top. I click on top. I'm going to shrink this down. It's now at the top. Close the task pane. Going to go back in step J. We're going to go back to the original tab where the data is here. We're going to be working with non-adjacent ranges, okay? So what you're going to do here, you're going to highlight A2 through A7. You got to put your finger on the control key, G2 through G7, H2 through H7. If you get something that looks really weird, you made a mistake, delete, start again. I'm on the Insert tab, and I'm going to go into Combo Chart, second one in. It gives you previews before you do it. This is the correct one. It says to move it below, just click inside here. It's like a little graphical object, pulling it down a little bit. There we go. I'll just scroll down just a little bit here. So we have it in there. It's a clustered column here. So we have it here. We fill the range in. We're going to click the title here. Again, very easy. You could actually just click right in here, highlight it, and then you could just do here 2015 market value. So it's showing the square feet on the right, the value on the left. So you're seeing a trend line. Now I'm going to go into the value axis on the left side. This is the value axis here. We want to make it look like currency. Click on here. So we're on here. We want to make it currency. You could also do it this way too. Home. I could just click on the dollar sign here. It doesn't do it there. It used to in the older versions. So I'm just trying to show you different ways here. I click off it. I click back on it. I click on the plus here. I have the chart elements here. I want to go into here. I'm going to scroll down. I am going to find the number here. Expand it. Pull down, category, currency. We've got the dollar signs here. Now we're going to go back onto the chart elements button, axis titles. Check that off. And then it puts a title for each one there, okay? We don't need it for everything here. If I'll show you how to get rid of one if you accidentally get one. I'm just going to click inside here. We're going to give this the title of square footage. If I don't want that one, I click over there, hit the delete key. It's gone. And then we can close this thing out over here. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about Sparklines, okay? They're relatively easy to do. It's like a mini chart, okay? So what it is here, the Sparklines are going to be appearing over in the far right in column I. We're going to select the data first. You got to select all of it, B3 through G7. This is step M. We're on the Insert tab. You click where it says Sparklines here. Click on Column. It shows the range there. Where it's going to go is to the right in column I. You click down here, highlight this, say OK. You've got the sparklines that you want. We're going to do a customization here. In here, this is the style here. It gives you a tooltip when you hold your mouse over it. It is this one. Accent 6, darker 25%. It's now orange. Now, you might want to show different things here. It says, and show the last point in the show group. You've got the show group right there. Last point. That is done. You create a footer, which you know how to do, and you're done. If you do want to make the chart look bigger, this is the basics here. What I have often done when I've done sparklines here, I would highlight these rows here, go over here, make it deeper. It shows up a little better, easier on the eyes.